Hey there, Stoic Soul community. Today, we're diving into how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can help us navigate life's challenges with resilience and purpose. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We all face hardships, setbacks, and difficult circumstances at times. It's part of the human experience. But the Stoics believed that true freedom comes from mastering our inner world, our thoughts, judgments, and reactions to external events. So how can we put Stoicism into practice to overcome adversity and live with intention? Here are 5 key Stoic principles to embrace. Reframe obstacles as opportunities. The Stoics had a powerful technique called the art of acquiescence, the ability to accept and even embrace obstacles as a chance to grow, learn, and showcase your inner resilience. They believed that challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Obstacles can be our greatest teachers if we approach them with the right attitude. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very things that seem to oppose us can be flipped to serve and strengthen us. Think about a time you overcame a major challenge, maybe a health issue, financial hardship, or personal loss. Didn't you emerge on the other side a little bit wiser, stronger, and more resilient? Adversity has the power to call forth our best selves, if we let it. So the next time you face an obstacle, reframe it as an opportunity to practice courage, grit, and creative problem solving. Ask yourself what you can learn from this experience. Dig deep to find the hidden gift or silver lining. You may just surprise yourself with how much you're capable of. Take an objective view. When we're in the midst of a personal hardship, it's easy to get caught up in our own emotional turmoil. We can lose perspective and let our thoughts spiral into catastrophizing, self-pity, or hopelessness. The Stoics advocated taking a step back to view our situation more objectively, as if from a distance or through the eyes of an impartial observer. This practice is called self-distancing in modern psychology. Marcus Aurelius recommended, take a view from above, look at the thousands of flocks and herds, the thousands of human ceremonies, every sort of voyage in storm or calm, the range of creation, combination, and extinction. Consider too, the lives once lived by others long before you, the lives that will be lived after you, the lives lived now among foreign tribes, and how many have never even heard your name? How many will soon forget it? How many may praise you now but quickly turn to blame? When we zoom out like this, we start to see our problems in a larger context. We recognize that pain and difficulty are universal human experiences. Our situation may not be as unique or dire as it feels in the heat of the moment. This expanded perspective can provide a sense of solidarity, proportion, and even peace. It allows us to respond to challenges with greater equanimity and resilience. Practice self-mastery. The Stoics believed that the ultimate goal in life is to master ourselves, our desires, aversions, and reactions. They saw self-discipline as the key to true freedom and fulfillment. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If we're constantly driven by impulses, cravings, and unexamined emotions, we're not truly in control of our lives. We're at the mercy of our baser instincts and the whims of external circumstances. Self-mastery means developing the inner strength to align our actions with our values, even when it's difficult. It's about cultivating the wisdom to discern what's truly important and the willpower to stay the course in the face of temptations or adversity. One way to practice self-mastery is through intentional discomfort. Choose to do something challenging, like taking a cold shower, exercising when you don't feel like it, or having a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Flex your discipline muscle in small ways to build your overall resilience. Another aspect of self-mastery is emotional regulation. When faced with a trying situation, notice your internal response. Are you getting carried away by anger, anxiety, or despair? Practice pausing, taking a deep breath, and choosing a more balanced, constructive outlook before reacting. Self-mastery is a lifelong journey, but every step we take toward it increases our agency and equanimity. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can strive to master our inner world. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics emphasized that much of what happens in life is outside our control. We can't control the economy, natural disasters, other people's actions, or many of the challenges that come our way. But here's what we can control: our own thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. We can choose how we interpret events, the perspective we take, and most importantly, how we respond. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, what really frightens and dismays us is not external events themselves, but the way in which we think about them. It is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what is within my power to influence here? What constructive steps can I take, even if small? How can I reframe this challenge as an opportunity to practice wisdom and strength of character? Focusing on your sphere of control allows you to take an active, empowered stance, rather than feeling helpless or victimized by circumstances. You always have the freedom to choose your mindset and actions. Memento, Mori, and Amor, Fati. Finally, the Stoics used two powerful psychological techniques to cultivate perspective and resilience in the face of life's ups and downs. Memento Mori and Amor Fati. Memento Mori is the practice of reflecting on our own mortality. It might sound morbid, but contemplating death can actually enrich our lives by clarifying what matters most. When we remember that our time is finite, we're more likely to focus on what's truly important and let go of petty concerns. Try keeping a memento mori, like a skull or other symbol of impermanence, in your workspace as a reminder to make the most of the time you have. Regularly ask yourself, if this were my last day on earth, what would I want to focus on? What would I let go of? How would I treat myself and others? Amor Fati, on the other hand, means love of fate. It's the idea of accepting and even embracing whatever happens, trusting that we can work with it and wrest meaning from it. Instead of resisting or bemoaning our lot in life, we lean into it with a spirit of determination and curiosity. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus expressed Amor Fati when he wrote, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happen the way it happens. Then you will be happy." This isn't a passive resignation, but an active, empowered stance toward life. We don't have to like our circumstances, but we can choose to accept and make the best of them, knowing we have the inner resources to handle what comes. Embracing Memento Mori and Amor Fati can help us maintain perspective, appreciate what we have, and face adversity with grit and grace. They're tools for living life on our own terms, even in the midst of difficulty. I hope this overview of Stoic wisdom has given you some practical tools and perspectives to draw on as you navigate life's challenges. It's not about repressing emotions or becoming an unfeeling robot. Rather, Stoicism is about developing the inner strength, clarity, and flexibility to handle whatever comes our way with wisdom and resilience. Remember, no one is immune to hardship and pain, but in the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The most important thing is to keep practicing and applying these principles in your daily life. Start small and be patient with yourself. Over time, you'll develop the mindset and habits of a true Stoic sage. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on practical philosophy and the art of living. Until next time, keep questioning, reflecting, and striving to live with purpose. Fare thee well, fellow students of life.